Hello, it is me, Pearl, and this is Tuned In Tarot. And we are here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine energy inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment. And if we want to see change, we do need to shift change. Hopefully, my live audio is working this time. If it is not working, I'm sure someone will tell me soon. Hello and welcome on TikToks as well. I am reading live both on YouTube and TikTok, which means that these readings this reading rather, will be available tomorrow. If you cannot stay for the whole thing, you'll be able to see it on the YouTubes because it's streaming there at the same time. I'm getting my decks ready. I'm feeling Mystic Mondays and the Muse Tarot. And we're going to do a Tell Me Everything spread, which is a treat. If you've never been to one before, it's quite juicy. And if you have, you're probably already excited. So we're going to do that. We're going to try to bang one out real quick. Oh, so funny. If you're here from the late night tarot reading that I just did on TikTok, welcome. If you didn't see the late night tarot reading I just did on TikTok, you should go see it. And if you didn't see my Pearl's Prayers account, I posted myself in fully pointed towards my, how shall we say, my north node in Leo. I am finally leaning in to my Leo. So enjoy, because I think some people have been waiting for me to do that for a long time. They're like, when is Pearl finally going to do that? I'm doing it. If you want to see me do it, go check out my Pearl's Prayers account, my TikTok Pearl's Prayers account, because I'm shining and I'm putting my music out. All right, we're shuffling right now for the divine masculine energy. We're looking at the Tell Me Everything. We're getting 6 positions. And while I'm doing the spread, I will say that you can get this reading anytime by booking the tarot reading option on the link in my profile. You can also do a yes/no tarot reading if you like. Ooh. But if you book the $55 reading, just put in the comments that you want the Tell Me Everything spread, and I will do this one. This is a way for you to get some details from your person, for sure. But it's also a way to find out what's going on within you, because whatever is going on within you surely is presenting itself outside of you, because that's how that works. Okay. Come on, stand up. There we go. All right. One more deck here, and we're going to start the reading. And who's here tonight? Hi. Hi, welcome. Good to see you, everybody. Oop. All right, with that High Priestess coming out here. I saw that. Did y'all see that? Hi, welcome, everybody. After the Tell Me Everything spread, I will do some personal readings. And for those of you that are members, you will have access to the full Tell Me Everything reading. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, you will see the beginning of the reading, which gives you a lot of depth. And then there will be an extended portion for members. But it's only $1 to become a member. And it helps support my channel so that I can keep bringing you these awesome messages and keep producing my cool music and doing cool things and making cool things. Ready, everybody? Here we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody who books this reading with me. And what I tell them is the first time you listen to the reading, listen to it as if your person is talking to you, because that's what you want to do usually. You want to hear, you're like, I wish I knew what they were thinking. Well, this is a way to get information from their higher self. However, I'm going to turn this here a little bit. However, that being said, while you will get some information about their higher self, the second time you listen to it, which might mean that you listen to it tomorrow on YouTube, or you go back and listen to it, if you're already joining me here on YouTube, when you go back and listen to it, then I want you to listen to it as if you are getting this information from within you. So as if there's this voice within you that's saying these things to a part of you. So the way I like to think about it is, if you think of the masculine energy as speaking to the feminine energy, and the masculine energy is talking to the creative side of self, the emotional side of self. So your mind, and your heart are having a conversation. If you listen to the reading that way, and you really take heart the information and advice that when the first time through you're listening to the surface energy and it's about your person, you're going to get so much more from this reading than when you just scroll through TikTok or YouTube and listen to readings about when your person's coming back. Has that worked yet? Anybody here have their person come back? No. How do I know? Because you're here. If your person was back, you wouldn't be here. You'd be doing something else. I know for sure. Until you have another issue that creeps up, and then you would probably be back here. And then even if you're here, you'd be like, yeah, my person's back, but I don't care that much. I want to know about my career. I want to know about this art I'm making. I want to know about this amazing, cool life I'm leading. Hello, welcome to whoever's saying hey to me. So anybody who has questions about a person, you may get some answers from this collective reading I'm about to do. And I think I will actually go ahead if it's not too difficult and doesn't take too much time. Nope, it's already taking too much time. Never mind. Okay, so if there's anybody here who is able to moderate, who's already has a moderator status and can pin a comment that says this is a collective reading or a collective tell me everything reading, I would appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Huncho One. I appreciate that. So let's do the top of the deck overall headspace and heart space of this person who is telling you everything. What would they say? So the first question is, what do I think and feel about this connection? So if they were going to talk to you about how they think and feel about the connection, this is what they would say. They would say, hey, I feel like you have your guard up against me. I feel like you are a little bit on the defensive, and I get it because it's probably a cruel world out there, and it's probably best for you to be on the defensive. And probably I've done things before. If we already have a history together, it's likely that I have done things before that may have put you on the defensive. So I get it. But one thing that I'm hoping is that you will lower your guard, because I feel like if you do that, then we would have much more success, right? Here's the Six of Wands embedded naturally into the Seven of Wands. The other thing I'm hearing is, and remember, these are collective messages. There's more than one person here. There's different stories. So another potential reading for this too is that I'm determined to fight for our connection. I'm determined to fight for our love. I'm determined to fight to be successful here. Like, I'm not going to give any ground in that regard. If you think I'm going somewhere, you're wrong. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here, and I'm here for the long haul. So get used to it, because that's what we're doing. So that is what that would sound like. Now, just so that you have an idea of how to take that information and extrapolate the surface energy of you thinking about a person and how you would apply it to yourself, then you could easily say that your head is, you feel like there is this decision or choice that you would love to be able to make. This could be something that you would love to do, a field that you would love to work in, a place that you would love to go, just a feeling that you would love to have. And you are at a point where you are ready to fight to have that feel good feeling. You will do what it takes to be successful so that you will feel good. That's how you feel right now. You are also willing to say that sometimes your mind puts up a barrier or a boundary or blocks you. When you feel like you could be successful in something, your mind's like, no. You're like, but if I just put up some nicer thumbnails on my YouTube channel, and your mind is like, no, I can't do that. I've got other stuff to do. I need to make money. That's not going to work. I need something to work now. So there are ways in which you block yourself from doing things that you might love to do. So that's how you read it if you want to turn it around and reflect it back upon yourself. Okay. So now we have here, what is something I'm hiding from you? So this is a juicy question. This would be the bottom of the deck. That was the top of the deck. If you are following along and you want to do this spread for yourself, the top of the deck is that question of how do they think or feel about the connection? And the bottom of the deck is, what are they hiding from me, or what are you hiding from me, or what am I hiding from you? So I'm going to answer it as, what am I hiding it from you? And I'm answering it from that voice that you feel like less tuned into. That's the external person. And we're getting the Two of Wands here and the Eight of Pentacles here. And the Two of Wands is about a journey. It's about a crossroads, a decision, a choice. It is about asking for something and waiting for to receive it. It's about a restless, bold energy that just makes you just feel like you need to do something to make something happen. And then the Eight of Pentacles is about making things, crafting things, work itself. But we're seeing roses here, which is bringing up emotions and love and feelings for me. Even though this is an earthy Pentacles energy, it's coming from the Muse Tarot, which is inherently a more emotional deck for me. And I purposefully choose it for the heart space often. Whereas the Mystic Mondays deck, very colorful, very vibrant, very full of life, but it's more minimal and analytical and a little logical. So I like to use that for the headspace, and that's kind of a way to get a sense of the different type of energy that I'm reading and how it's not just about a gender, but it's about different ways of looking at situations, different ways of feeling, thinking and feeling, approaching things. That's really what I want you to gather from that. Okay, so ultimately, in this position, we have the secret, which doesn't really feel like a secret, but the secret is I want to work hard to go on this journey with you. Like I want to do the work that it would be required for me to do within in the inner work to go on a journey with you, because I do think that this will be really a payoff. And I may not be saying that to you. It's kind of like what I'm planning to do. So that's what I'm getting. So I'm not saying this to you, but I'm planning to do this. Even if I'm not making a declaration, even if I'm not fully giving I'm not articulating it, maybe even to myself, but our paths crossed and I meant to go in this direction. I just know it. And I might not be saying that to anybody. So this next position is something that I seek forgiveness for. So something I'm sorry about. All right. So we have the Emperor energy here in the headspace, and in the heart space, we have the High Priestess energy. So this is an interesting pairing. We have the 2 and the 4. We have in between these two, the Empress, which would truly be the counterpart here of the High Priestess card, or I'm sorry, of the Emperor card. So the High Priestess for me is much more matched to the energy of the Magician, because both of them work in the spiritual world. And the High Priestess is like a refined version of the Magician. The Magician does everything for ego. It's like when you first learn about The Secret and you're like, oh, I'm going to manifest a red car, and I'm going to put a picture of a red car and manifest it. That's Magician vibes. Somebody that wants to take the connection to the spiritual. Hi, Luna. Thank you so much for being here, baby. Take the connection to the spiritual and then manifest that shit in the material. Everybody inhabits that energy. That's not just a masculine energy, but it is the energy of the mind. That's right. High Priestess is a refinement of the power of the Magician. The High Priestess realizes that her personal power comes from within. It comes from the gesture in the Magician, where the Magician is pointing up like this. She recognizes that it is her focus up here that actually gives her her true power. And that if nothing manifested in the external, she would still be the most powerful, really the most powerful person in the entire deck. I actually believe she's way more powerful than the Emperor. The Emperor can't exist without her. And all the other cards fall back on her, because she's the one who releases the ego in order to honor the inner sanctum. So what is most sacred to you, what is most holy, what is most valued, what is most loved, and what is most protected, the most authentic version of you is hidden within the High Priestess. And it is the only place you can access her energy. And I would say that the Hierophant would be an even more refined version of the High Priestess, because the Hierophant has then taken all of the information from the High Priestess, run it through the Empress and the Emperor, which is then bringing that into the fulfillment, into the material, and now has learned all the lessons of the spiritual and the physical, and is now able to ascend to that next level energy. So that's how I would look at those, the progression of those. And if you're at all interested in learning about these deeper meanings of tarot, I am doing a series on how to read tarot. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. Thanks for being on the YouTube. How to read tarot cards. I'm going to be doing, it's going to be totally free PDFs, all free, because that's just, I feel like there's so many courses out there, and I just want to give people the ability to like understand the cards and the way that I read them and how I relate them to all kinds of stuff. The soul mate, quote, twin flame, unquote. If you're subscribing to that, I have to say that because there's enough people here on that journey to say that, how I sort of perceive all of those things. So if you're interested in that, go click on the link in my profile, scroll down to the wait list, and sign up to receive the first module for free when it's ready. I'm going to be working on it for the next few weeks, and it's all going to come out, and it's going to be fun, and there's going to be goodies with it, and it's going to be all themed readings and themed content, and I'm going to cross it over with my music content, and it's going to be great. So enjoy that. Okay. High Priestess. So what are we sorry about? I told you a lot about these cards, but I didn't tell you what your person is actually sorry about. Well, there's things that are hidden, and there's a stubborn energy here. If we're sorry about these two cards, then we have to look at what the shadowy traits are. If we're sorry about the Emperor energy, there's this clinging thing going on here in this image. So it can be clinging to certain structures, traditions, beliefs that may have been limiting, and kind of being stubborn about that energy. There is also the potential in the Emperor card for there to be this controlling of our emotions and feelings to our detriment, and keeping them hidden and secret when they should be expressed. This can also be about having some kind of a sacred or holy secret marriage. Actually knowing, like, so, okay, I'm giving you a lot of the meanings of the cards. I'm realizing I'm forgetting to actually speak to you from your person's voice, which is something I do for this reading. So to backtrack a little bit, what they would say is, I'm sorry, I have kept this sacred union to you hidden, that I haven't told anyone, that I haven't revealed it, that I have not even told you. And I'm sorry that I've done that because I've tried to control my feelings. I'm afraid somewhat of your spirituality. I think the fact that you know things, the fact that you are a bit psychic, like that is kind of scary. So, but I'm afraid, and I'm sorry for being afraid. And that makes me cling to the material, cling to what I know, cling to what makes me feel secure and what makes me feel safe. And I know that has often been to our detriment. So something that they would want to say about this present moment, the Ace of Wands again. If you just saw my TikTok reading I just put out, which was like late night tarot reading, then you saw the Ace of Wands in that one too. And I think it carries the same meaning here because I literally just read that energy, and it's the current energy. So definitely you're looking good. Like, she's not wearing much of anything here. And I really think that this person is just kind of like, oh boy, like, I am really enjoying the material aspects of you in that Nine of Pentacles energy. I really like how you look. I really am very drawn to you. It's very stimulating to me. I feel a spark. I feel a connection, and I am really excited about it. I want and I desire you. And I know that you're free right now and kind of free to explore. And the fact that you're so magnetic is kind of freaking me out a little bit, because I know that I'm probably not the only explorer who wants to explore. Okay. So now what would your person say they wanted from you? So what do they want from you? We have the Four of Cups here, and I'm not kidding, the Four of Voices. So 4-4 with the Emperor 4. That's 4-4-4. And And we'll have 8 going on. We got a lot of stuff happening here. And these are two very interesting energies of missed opportunities, of silence, of faith, of healing, of loss, of grounding. There's all kinds of things, and I feel like there's all kinds of things probably going on for different people at different times. But ultimately, what we can kind of carve it down to in its basic form is what I want from you is to accept this offer, to honestly reject anything you might have in front of you that isn't what I have to offer, and to have faith in what I bring. Um, Even though I have been silent, even though I haven't offered you a lot of information about what I'm bringing you, I'm really, really wanting you to consider my offer. If you, I want you to know, I want you to know that if you do reject my offer, it will kill me. It will end me. It will end me if you reject my offer. It will end me. Please accept this offer. Okay. All right. Okay. So then the next thing we have is wow. All right. I'm going to read these one of these positions, and then I'm going to finish up here with this YouTube reading, and I will be taking it over to record the second part, the extended version for my members, and it will be posted, and the entire thing will be available tomorrow. If you're here on TikTok, you'll be able to see the rest of the reading. So if you're over here on YouTube and you're like, I can't wait for the member reading, you can hop over to my Tuned In Tarot TikTok, and I'm finishing over there. And if you want to join and become a member so you can see the whole extended reading, click the link in my profile, go to Pearl's Prayers, and you can join at the $1 level. All the levels receive this access to the same content, but if you choose different price points, you get discounts on products. There's some perks there for at different levels. And the $100 level, which if I can get 3 people to sign up today, I will be able to make the minimum payment on my car so I can save it. Okay, please help me save my car. But yes, if you sign up for the $100 level, you do get a free virtual session with me to be scheduled at your convenience over the next month. You can cancel it at any time, or if you choose, you can have it recur each month and have a session each month with me. I teach music, I teach voice, I do intuitive guidance sessions. You can get a reading if you want. You can also gift it. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, please go click that link in the profile and help support my channel and save my car. Okay, so, but I am going to read you these cards before you go because I am not totally cruel and you have to see them. Okay, so it's just crazy. This reading is crazy. Also, all these colors are so pretty. Oh my God. Okay, so the first position here that's like, is the first position is what does your person long for? So what do I long for right now? And we're getting the Lovers card for the second time. So there's a lot of union, and the union energy is like thick in the air, really. And your person is just like, I just really long for love. I long for a loving connection. I long to these flamingo it's just an interesting, like, I long to like be weird with you, like just be weird and just be like exotic and just out of the ordinary and create something just fun and passionate. And yeah, I long for that. So then something that I long to tell you is you are magic. We have the Empress card here. Oh, really? Do we have the Empress and the Emperor? Yes. And do we have the High Priestess? Yes, we do have the High Priestess. So that's 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And if we had the Magician, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't get the Magician. We talked about the Magician. We don't have the Magician yet. But I wouldn't put it past these cards to deliver one. It has the wand of the Magician after all. Okay. This is pretty crazy synchronicity, though, because it's falling right under the Emperor, too. It's also showing me that there's a lot of development for these two parts of yourself. Your mind and your heart are well established. Like your relationship with your mind and your heart is pretty good and solid, and you're experiencing benefit from it in the material. And if I'm saying that to you and you're like, I don't really feel that, I want you to maybe reflect. Maybe you're looking for a specific thing, and that is representing a validation of that progress. And if you reflect and just look at areas in your life where you're just like a lot more solid than you were in the past, maybe it's not money, maybe it's not a relationship, but maybe it's in other ways. Acknowledge those things, because once you start acknowledging that that magic is working for you. Oh wait, I'm holding the magician in my hand. What am I saying? I was like, we didn't get the magician. The magician is literally in my hand. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It was the Hierophant I meant. If we have the Hierophant next, that will be nuts. Okay, so this is what I long to tell you. You are the one. You are magical. I manifested you. I literally called you in. You are just everything I could possibly ever desire. And you just opened me up to like incredible, incredible things. Okay. So the next question is, just in case you want to know what's going to be in the extended reading, I'm going to answer the question of, what is something that I need right now? What is something your person needs right now? What do they seek to give you? What do they hope for the connection? What do they promise to do about all of this? What are they thankful for? And then I will be pulling some oracle cards to just sum all of that up for you. So if you're interested in that, head over to the TikTok. Otherwise, stay tuned for that members only reading that will be posted probably by the morning. So I'll probably do it as soon as I'm done. And thank you so much for being here for my late night tarot reading, which I haven't done in a while. I did enjoy it, and I will see you tomorrow. All right.